This is Umar for BoxNation. So according to Chris Eubank Jr, skill and dedication is going to get him over the line on Saturday.
Yeah, I heard that. Dedication is definitely out of the window, and skill left 3 years ago, or may never have come. On a serious note, dedication is not what is going to win in this fight. If you think that Conor Benn is as dedicated as, Chris Eubank is as dedicated as Conor Benn, you're dreaming.
How do you know that?
Mate, you know how hard Conor Benn trains.
No, in terms of Chris, though.
Conor Benn trains much harder than Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr., we know what his training camps are about. He's had about 36 trainers. You see the level of the sparring that he has. He doesn't train in the same way as Conor Benn. Doesn't mean he don't win, by the way, but dedication is not what is winning in this fight. Skill is definitely not what is winning this fight. Now, size, possibly. Power, possibly. But not dedication and skill.
Apart from size, what advantages has he got over Conor?
One thing I'll say about Eubank, and this is the big question mark. Chris Eubank Jr. used to have a fantastic chin, right? And he was a tough fighter. He got knocked spark out by Liam Smith, which I never thought possible. Now, does that mean that was a complete freak shot? I don't think so. Or is the chin not what it was? If the chin is not what it was, and he's getting hurt by punches like Liam Smith, he will get knocked out on Saturday. If his chin is still the chin that we saw against Groves, that kind of level, could be a long fight. But I just see the sharpness of Conor Benn being too much, and I see him knocking him out early.
Do you think he flies out from round one, Conor?
I think they might both do. I was just saying to Shalom, yeah, but what else is he going to do? He's not going to want to get backed up, is he? You know, I mean, Conor's not, although Conor's sharp and reactive, he's not like, he doesn't just maraud forward and just walk you down. He does it intelligently with feints and movement and sharpness. But I don't know what Eubank's going to do. Shalom says he reckons Eubank's going to come out and stick it on him. If it does, it'll be all over in 3 rounds. It'll be a British Hagler Hearns, and someone will just get chinned, and that'll be it.
George Groves, you mentioned him. He spoke to Sky Sports and said he believes in every possible way Eubank has got the mental advantage going into Saturday night. Do you believe that?
No, I think Chris Eubank mentally, he's a very tough character to dissect, you know? But I think Conor's an emotional young man. One thing's for sure, this is a right touch, it's 2.5 years later. Because Conor is better, bigger, emotionally stronger, mentally stronger, more resilient, and I think more prepared for the moment than he probably was 2.5 years ago. But I do think Eubank, is he mentally tough? Yeah, I think he probably is. I think the advantage in terms of the experience will be with Chris Eubank Jr., no doubt. I mean, he's been in more consistently bigger nights, but Conor's been in some big nights as well. But he's what, 36?
35.
35? Yeah, he's 7 years older than Conor Benn. So he's got more experience than Conor Benn.
Does Conor go straight into a world title shot if he wins this?
If Conor Benn wins on Saturday, he's the biggest star in British boxing.
Yeah?
Yep.
Ben Shalom will say Ben Whitaker is, but...
Oh, come fucking hell.
It's genuinely what he said.
What?
Ben's the biggest star in boxing, in British boxing.
Conor Benn?
No, Ben Whitaker.
Ben Whitaker. He just beat Liam Cameron. He hasn't won a British, Commonwealth or European title, and I know you say no, it's Conor Benn, but he ain't fought boxing in front of 65,000 people at Spurs.
Can I ask you about the weekend?
Yeah.
Was that too early, that stoppage, or not?
Yeah, but you didn't really see Liam Cameron complain that much. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, I didn't watch your guys' interviews, but I didn't see him really saying
No.
it was stopped.
He was fine with it.
Then in that case, no.
But Liam didn't drop his hands on the ropes. It was the first time he was hurt in the fight. But I guess Howard Foster might say he didn't fight back.
Look, do you know what? Like Froch Groves, which was probably a little bit early, one thing is 100%. Groves was getting knocked out. And probably so was Liam Cameron. So I guess they saved them from that. But in a fight, I'll say of that magnitude, it was a 10-rounder. But you would like to see a fighter get every opportunity. But it wasn't like it was a world title fight. It wasn't like Liam Cameron's, Liam Cameron is fairly old. He's coming to the back end of his career. But the fact that the fighter, I think when he got stopped, the fighter kind of went. But then after that, it wasn't like push the ref off and say, I can't,
Well, Lee Eaton did, but
yeah. But in the interviews after, it wasn't like, I can't believe it. I got stopped. That's ridiculous. So that will always tell you, I think,
Was it a bit harsh from Dave Caldwell to call the celebration classless? What Ben Whitaker did?
I mean, we're in a classless industry, aren't we?
What, so did you think it was classless or not?
No, I think that Ben Whitaker's been through a lot of shit. I think that he's had a lot of shit from Liam Cameron's team. Maybe not from Liam Cameron, and he's probably all that pent-up frustration. Sometimes you do things that afterwards you look back and you go, probably shouldn't have done that. I'll be honest, when Katie Taylor beat Amanda Serrano, I look at myself in the ring thinking, what on earth were you doing there? I don't know what I was doing, but you just lose your shit. And when you're fighting, I was just a fan. Imagine being Ben Whitaker. You've had all that shit for 6 months. If Ben Whitaker lost on Saturday, he's pretty much done.
What level's he at, Ben?
Ben's a world-class fighter.
Now, yeah?
Yeah, no, he can't win a world title now at light heavyweight. He's still got a lot to prove after that first in. But Ben is a world-class talent. World-class talent. And look, who knows what the future holds.
Last one, I know you just spoke about it, but Dan Raphael reporting that Shakur signed with Lou DiBella.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, I have a 2-fight deal with Shakur Stevenson and Turki Al-Sheikh. I was just with him 2 hours ago. We've planned as a pay to fight. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any contract or promotional options beyond that. But, July 12th, we'll go into that fight and hopefully we can extend. Beyond that, we're already in talks to extend. But yeah, we'll be there July 12th.
Cheers, Eddie. Thank you.
Man.
Queensbury,
The biggest fights.
and the biggest nights.
Home of champions.
Home of knockouts.
There's no way back from this.
The home of the future.
And this is
The
it.
global home of boxing.
Queensbury, exclusively on design.